reflection or refraction. Right, now let's understand how we relate it. So I put it this way: an optical image is decided by reflected or refracted rays. Now again we classify this optical image into two categories. As you can see from the figure, that first category is the real image. Now how to decide whether it is a real image or not? Now real image is formed by real intersection of reflected or refracted rays. Whereas the second category, which we call it virtual image. Now this virtual image is formed due to apparent or virtual intersection of reflected or refracted rays. That is where the virtual image is formed. There are no light rays actually present. Hence, let's put it very clearly and summarize the whole thing regarding optical image. So, optical image is decided by reflected or refracted rays. If these reflected rays actually meet, then it is real image, and at the point of real meeting, that is the position of real image. On the other hand, in case of virtual image, the meeting is apparent and they appear to meet, and the point where these reflected or refracted rays appear to meet is the position of virtual image. So remember these 2 points very clearly. We can see from the diagram the formation of real image and virtual image. The very first diagram indicates that the image formed by plane mirror is virtual. You can see the reflected rays are not actually meeting, they appears to meet, so image is formed behind the mirror. Again we have another diagram where plane mirror is forming the real image. You can see the reflected rays from plane mirror are actually meeting at a point, and that is the position of real image. One more diagram is there, and we can see the real image formation using lenses. So you can see very well from the diagram, the refracted rays, they are meeting at a point, and that point of meeting is the position of a real image. Now there are certain, having gone through the fundamentals, now we have dealt with what is light source, what is optical medium, what is ray, what is beam, what is object, what is image. Now these are the basic terms which we use again and again to discuss the events involved in geometrical optics. As I told you, we will be dealing with basically 3 events in geometrical optics, that is reflection, refraction and shadow formation. And the basic idea of geometrical optics is we are assuming that light travels in straight line, which we call it in a more sophisticated way rectilinear propagation of light. Now there are certain special points that we should understand and assimilate as a part of geometrical optics. The very first point that I would like to take up over here is our human eyes cannot distinguish between real and virtual image. Now I repeat my point, our human eyes cannot distinguish between real and virtual image. Let me put it this way: the morning you get up and you brush your teeth. Imagine there would have been a very large mirror and boundaries are not visible. There is no way you can know whatever you are seeing into the mirror is real or virtual. Eyes cannot decide whether it is real or virtual. It is only using your human brain that you analyze what you see behind is image, because you are able to see the boundary of the mirror. If boundary of the mirror is not available to see, there is no way to decide whether it is real or virtual. So we have to keep it in mind, human eyes cannot distinguish between real and virtual image. The second point we have to understand is the real image can be obtained on a screen. Now we have understood the definition part of it. Wherever real image is formed, light rays are actually present. So if we keep a screen over there, definitely image will come on the screen. Now if you put a screen where this virtual image is formed, there will be no image on the screen, because at the position of virtual image no light rays are present. So we summarize it this way: real images can be obtained on screen, whereas virtual image cannot be obtained on screen.